what we'll do now is we'll jump. Oh, yeah, I hate saying that. What we'll do now. Take every
What we'll do now.
What we'll do now. Welcome to Next Up here on the Shoreham View. You all know the drill by now. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit like. Please follow us on social media. Please share this video far and wide on Facebook, Twitter, Home in Pigeon, whatever you want.
Oh dear. We've had such a foul year.
There's more of this to come, by the way.
We've only got a paltry 2 points. And we keep getting stuffed. So I cooked a turkey today. Carry on.
As you may have seen earlier, we are joined by Big Kev.
Making me come back. Now I'm back to semi-fitness after a horrible adventure with a stroke. But I'm here now, I'm back again, I'm back.
He's ready to get roasted. Burnley game, that was fucking fun, wasn't it?
Yeah. Burnley game, yeah.
Fucking all professionalism here at Medigate Studios.
Yes, it was disappointing.
The thing is though, you look at stats, possession, we had 63% possession, that's rare for us. 5 corners to their 3, 7 shots to their 5, we both had 3 on target, but we just couldn't break them down, could we?
No, I think that's it. Once they get in front, that's Burnley all over, isn't it? Once they're in front, they put 2 banks of 4 and it just takes some breaking down. And we just didn't have that little bit of quality just to break them down. I didn't think we played badly at all.
One thing that fucked me right off, we hadn't crossed the ball all season. And then we're playing biggest centre-halves in fucking country. And we've got no McBurney, we've got 2 5-footers up front, what do? We start spanking it in, open with an header and knock it on.
That's where people knock McBurney, but to me, he wins them headers. You're going to have 2 fast front forwards. McBurney's one to be heading them onto and for him to run onto and one thing and another. So I don't know, it's just a championship team in Premier League at minute, I think.
So that leaves us rooted to bottom of the league, no change there. 2 points, minus 19 goal difference. You look at teams above us up to 15th. We've got West Brom directly above us, 8 points, Fulham 11, Brighton 13, Burnley 16 and Palace 19. 9 points off Fulham, 12 off safety. Theoretically,
well, it's not over. It'll never be over until it's impossible to catch other teams. But
we're 4 wins off getting ourselves safety. The problem is
just where they're going to find them 4 wins.
Do we have 4 wins in us?
When you look at it, it's like things that were happening last year are going the other way this year. I mean, we had a settled back 4, back 5. She was a settled team. This year we keep losing players. It's just everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, and I certainly won't blame Mr. Wilder for it all. I mean, he's made mistakes, as we all do. But
if you look at it, we've got to that we win 4 games and the teams above us lose 4 games.
Or better still, end season.
Yeah, end season. Start again. Start again. It didn't take Big Sam long, did it? Jesus Christ.
I'm quite sure that if they did that, they'd say league at final position.
Oh yeah, so they wouldn't have done that last season, but now we're at bottom 3.
Well, his first target now is just to beat the 11 points at Derby.
Yeah.
So I think that's his first target. We don't want to be known as worst Premier team ever.
But the thing is, you look at us and we're not. It's certain things.
Definitely not.
You go back to it, certain things really set season badly. I mean, Villa, Egan should never have been sent off, miss a penalty. You've got to blame yourself for these things, putting yourselves in their positions. But those early games and then run of teams we had, such a shit run, it's hard to recover from.
No matter what anybody says, the biggest thing this season we're losing Jack O'Connell.
Yeah.
That was.
He played the first few games, but in medicine, but he weren't fit, were they?
No.
And if we never would have had lockdown and pause the last season, we might have made Europe because he might not got injured. You never know. Ifs and buts, ifs and buts. So now we're just going to take a quick look at the team news.
Alexander obviously had an operation on his tendon and his hamstring, so he's really in early part of his recovery. And Jack is on a mini break at the moment because he's worked extremely hard, but not for long. He's back with us, and then he'll crack on. This is what happens in professional football. You know, things come out of the blue, and you have to adapt and react. You know, it's not straightforward. It's not straightforward in terms of selection, injuries, illnesses. I've had it for a long time, so I'm used to it. So it's how you react and to the various situations that go on in the day-to-day running of a football club. You know, we've got to start chipping away at it. Of course, we understand that. We're not going to chip away at it if we lose tight games. You know, we've got to come out on the other end of those tight games, as I've talked about today. But you keep chipping away at it, and you know, it's what a dozen at the moment over a period of what January, February, March, April, May, 4.5 months. You know, 4.5 months. So you know, you can chip away at it and chip away at it, but you've got to start chipping away at it, and that's got to be our aim.
Remember the 2 defeats at the hands of a Sheffield United team last year that were sweeping all before them. What has surprised me is that I still see the same Sheffield United in the games I watch, in the videos that we've studied, that I saw last year. So that is really one of the anomalies of football, that one year a group of players playing the football that they play can enjoy the success that Sheffield had, and that certainly was good enough to put us to bed on 2 occasions. And this year, of course, they're rooted to the bottom of the table because they've only been able to manage 2 points.
So 6 predicted 11 there, what we think Wilder will go for. If we're picking what we want, so you've gone for Ramsdale, Stevenson, Baldock, Jack O'Connell in a wheelchair, Egan, Bash, Fleck, Bogle, Dids, Burke, Moose. So you'd rather have Jack O'Connell?
I actually think it might be a tactical play to play him in a wheelchair, because I mean, Speedy, you can get an electric one, especially I just think O'Connell, as he is, even if he's in plaster up to his neck, is better than Robinson. Because Robinson to me is just a liability. I'm sorry.
I think everybody we've put there, they're not big. We haven't
got anybody to do the role as it were. We haven't even got anybody to be a centre half, have we?
Not just the role. I mean, you could stick Jags there, but he's not the biggest centre half in the world.
Walking stick gets him bloody way.
So what I've gone for is Ramsdale, Stevens, Baldock. I've gone for Rodwell in that position because I think he's the only cunt we haven't tried there. Yeah. Other than putting Alan Mill there, I think he's probably last chance.
To be fair, I don't think. What do they call him? That had dreadlocks last year. That haven't got dreadlocks. What do they call him?
Ampadu?
No.
Kean Bryan?
Kean Bryan.
No, he was wank.
Oh, I don't think he did out wrong, to be honest.
He would fucking cost us a goal against West. He fucking worried.
Alright then. So, how many goals has Jack fucking Twatter got? He's not my favourite player.
Robinson. So Rodwell, because last one to try there really. Egan, Bash, Fleck and Bogle, like you, I've gone for in middle. Fleck's not playing having best of form, but I don't like Osborne starting there. I think he's too weak. Fleck's eventually got to hit his form, surely. What I've gone for is a flexible 3 at top. Burke on left, Brewster on right, and Dids in middle. But Dids can drift up and down, and Brewster and Burke can, as well as going forward, can drift either side. Bit of a free roam. You'll fucking go for it now, aren't you?
Well, we gotta lose.
It's fucking difficult, isn't it? Because you can't shit your pot for it.
That's a lot we got to lose, just another 23 games.
What do? Do you go out there and lose 1-0 again, or do you go out there and risk losing 4-0 but attack it so at least you might fucking get a goal?
Yeah.
As we looked at team news, obviously Palace have got Cale doubtful, Wickham, Martin Kelly, Wayne Hennessy, Nathan Ferguson and all that. Fucking Wolves are all the diving little bastards going to be in there, so no doubt with a penalty to make it 1-0. What do we have to do against a team like Palace? I mean, last year they beat them at our ground, 1-0, beat them at their ground, the keeper threw it in net. Roy Hodgson's side, their form's not that brilliant, is it? Leicester 1-1, Villa 3-0 loss, Liverpool 7-0 loss, West Ham 1-1, Spurs 1-1. So 3 points out of 3 draws in the last 5 games, and 3 out of 15. So they're not exactly top 4.
They're not in good form, but it's a funny one. We could just go and steal a win. That's what we've got to do from somewhere. Just steal a win. Don't care how we do it. We just got to
Keep the throwing back in net again.
Yeah, let's hope so. Doesn't happen to us though, do it? You see that one that West Brom threw in net for Leeds?
I was saying it during the Everton game, watching it, it's like all these mistakes Pickford makes, like when he booted it into where it bruised his arse. Yeah. Any other team, and because it's Pickford, it rolls it back in net. Because it's yours, it bounces off and goes for a fucking throw-in.
That's what I said. There's not a thing gone for us at all this last year.
No.
But I've always had the 13-year curse. Thing, so that's work it out. Work out the 13 years. Everyone 13 years back we've been robbed in one way or another. Work it backwards.
But in that
you'll see I'm right.
Are you meaning just robbed or just poor in general?
No, things like Tevez.
But between then and 13 years between that though, we've also missed out on League One promotion against.
Yeah, we've missed out, but we haven't been robbed in the way that.
Shed got sent down.
Tevez, fucking.
13 years before that, for Chelsea.
When bleeding, he jumped top ball for Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Let Everton score. Always 13 years. I'm telling you.
It were at one point where every time somebody one of your kids or somebody in your family got married, United went up and people went down.
Every time. Tried to marry you off 63 times, so you've been engaged 63 times now.
64, come on. Right. I got
no fucker wants him. I can't get shut of the twat, but no fucker else.
I don't even fucking live here!
It fucking feels like it.
Oh fucking hell. On that note, let's go to fans. Thank you for coming on, Kev. Always a pleasure. It's good to see you back.
It's all I've dreamt of while I've been incapacitated and suffering. And
what you won't see is I had to edit this heavily because he stutters every 13 seconds.
Yeah. That is one of the problems of it.
I've had to, if you notice it's a bit bright and we blend into the background for white balance, I'm trying to get all the fucking blotches out of us.
I've got blotches.
You're trying to cover it with your fucking take. Up the place, let's get on to fans.
First of all, Happy New Year everybody. Start with the Burnley game. Not much to say about it apart from being shit. Like most players, I think we're just all frustrated now. We just want a win on the board. I think we can all accept relegation. It's a cert at the moment. Most optimistic Blade surely can't still think we're going to get out of this because I can't see us getting a result anywhere at the moment. On to the Palace game. It doesn't really matter, the team, because we're going to struggle to break them down. I'd be lucky if we score. Palace will score against us. It's a no-brainer. Yeah, he's not looking good for us at the moment. Hopefully he's not going to get too embarrassing. We can get a few points on the board. I just don't know where from. And obviously the injuries hit now and COVID, and they're going to be out for 2 weeks. Not looking good. So hopefully we have a better new year, start to the year. Fingers crossed, but I just can't see it. Championship football next season. Yeah, I'd still want Chris Wilder in charge. I don't want anybody else, to be honest with you. If anyone's going to take us back up to the Premier League, it's going to be him. So yeah, come on. Let's have Championship football.
Go on, everyone. It's another United game. Are we up for it? Yeah. It's just at this point, it's same thing now. Every game we looked okay in pots against Burnley, but when it were 1-0, it were never going to change that scoreline, were it? They were going to sit off us. They're good at what they're good at. Yeah, we never looked like breaking them down. We never had that quality in possession. I think Ampadu's got to come out of the team now. I know what Norwood hasn't been on good form, but I think Ampadu needs to spell out of the side. And it's just about next season. Now I feel like I'm going to say that every week, but yeah, it is just about next season because we've got to look to the Championship, look to rebuild, try not to do a Sunderland, which I'm fingers crossed we won't. But yeah, Palace. They're okay, but okay is more than good enough to beat us at the minute. I can't fault them for effort. But we're not good enough for this league. And that's alright. I think I've sort of made peace with that. But I'm still going to watch them, still going to cheer them on, still going to be gutted when we lose again, but we keep going. Come on, Blades.
Hi guys, previewing another defeat for Sheffield United for Johnny at Shoreham View. How bad was that? I mean, I said the other day to somebody that I'd like to say this is the worst team I've ever seen, but it's not. The team that got relegated to League One was diabolical. We were just getting spanked left, right and centre. But this team are just losing passion now. They're losing each other, really. I said it before, someone needs to kick shit out of one of them and they all need to jump on that other person's back and start fighting like warriors, because there were no effort. I mean, 92nd minute, we're desperate for a goal, we're desperate for a point, and what do? We play it back to fucking Ramsdale, who takes 7 touches in his own box, unopposed, 7 touches, and then hoofs it to one of their big defenders who, let's be honest, won everything in air. Palace on Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff, first 3 o'clock kickoff for God knows how long, and it'll be another defeat. So get that on your accumulator. So I got on Facebook who said we could win as next 4 games. Everton, Burnley and Palace, 3 of them. Absolutely no chance. We'll be lucky to score in one of them games, let alone win. Just Sheffield United, shit or bust. I've said that 5 games ago, to be honest. It's shit or bust. And it's really shit now. So let's just go bust. Come on, Blades. 3 points. Guaranteed loss.
So we're on to Palace away. Fabulous day out last year. Really were, had a cracking day. And of course we won. But that's typical, that victory last season. We didn't do out for 60 minutes. Keeper throats ball in his own net. And we go on and win 1-0. Not happening this season like that, is it? I do a few games like that last season where we defended for our lives and won games. This season, not working out, say. We're not playing well enough. Even at Burnley where we had plenty of ball. So we'll just have to see. I think we've got to go back to Norwood and Fleck in midfield. I know they're not playing to the peak of the form or out-like. But at least they know how to pass ball to each other and retain ball. And Bogle on right. That's all we can do. See what comes in winter. I think we all can all accept we're down now. Of course, COVID might come in and they might cancel everything. But keep sticking with it. Well, there's still right man for a job. No doubt at all in my mind. Up the Blades.
Give me your fucking points. New idea for Wilder. Because obviously we can't win at football, so I've threatened the staff of the opposition with guns. I'm outside wearing my mask in case people recognise me and realise I'm a United fan. Hopefully this is enough disguise. I don't want that embarrassment. People walking down the street going, he's a United fan, what an idiot. He's just, fucking dickheads. Look at the snow. In my opinion, the season should be cancelled due to unsafe conditions. You can't play in this snow. We can't play in fucking grass, to be honest, so it's just a waste of time. Another 1-0. I'd like to take credit for the prediction that I made, but how can you? It were obviously going to be 1-0. I've bet on the Palace win on Saturday, so bit of bonds coming my way. But yeah, it's fucking shit, innit?
As always, thank you to the fans for sending it in. I know it's a fucking show nowadays, say the same thing over and over and over a fucking game. Oh, Blades lose 1-0. But if you want to get your reactions or your previews in, email is down below us now. As soon as the game's finished, record something minute long, send it into the email address below, or before every game, send in a little review. We'd love to get you on the videos.
Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and up the Blades.